everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Nicole. I'm a 33-year-old cash budgeter in Virginia. I'm a stay-at-home mom to two littles, and I'm currently on a journey to become debt-free as well as just get in a more financially stable situation. Today we are going to be doing a few different things. We are going to unstuff from this last paycheck. We are going to do a little bit of condensing, and we are also going to, I think, stuff some of my finished savings challenges from the month because I think I've spent too much money and I need that. So let's see if we can get all that done. If it sounds like content that you would enjoy, feel free to stick around. I'd love it if you could hit the like button, leave me a comment, and subscribe. So I'm going to try not to make this video super long. I feel like my last few videos have been really long, and inevitably, I'm sure my children will wake up. So first, we're going to start with my wallet, and I have a bunch of receipts that I need to scan in my Fetch app. I will have my referral code down below if you would like to use my code and sign up for Fetch. You get extra points and I get extra points, but it's basically, I'm sure you've heard about it. We all have it at this point, but you get points for receipts that you scan, and once you get a certain amount of points, you get gift cards. It's fantastic. So let's start right away with grocery. We are going to take out, let's see, we have $15 left in grocery, and technically I'm pretty sure that's already spent. Eating out, we have 20, 30, 45, 50, which I don't think is right. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to put some of this back. I'm trying to get more into using cash, but I still end up swiping my card more so than I want to. Spending, this is my spending. This comes out of my envelope, and we have 15. So I'm just making a note and keeping track of where I pull this cash from, because then we are going to be putting it back into the big binders, and then that way it's back in there when we need to unstuff. And then we had $4 in miscellaneous. I'm not sure if you saw that. Let's see. And that's everything from my wallet. So I use this as my cash wallet, but like I said, I'm still not 100% used to using cash. It's just sometimes so much easier to just grab a card. So the camera is shaking right now. Let me go ahead and set my binders up. I'm not sure why I didn't do that. Okay, so hopefully you don't have as much shaking going on now. And I think we're just gonna have to live with the shadows. My light is over here. Can you see my hand? It's over here because I film in my living room, and that's just our living room light. It's not like a specific light for filming, so I may have to get one, but I feel like the glares are worse than shadows. Like I'd rather have shadows than have glares. So we'll see. So nothing is in weekly buffer. Childcare still has 50, but I'm actually going to be pulling this to pay for my son's babysitter this week. I'm filming this on the 12th, which is Tuesday. I'm not sure what day you're going to be seeing this, but my son is going to be going to his babysitter's on Wednesday. All right, so eating out is supposed to have 51 in it, and it only has 1. So we need to put $50 back in here. 20, 30, 40, 50. And I know you're probably like, why are you putting it back in there? It's just so that the trackers match, and that when I go to do any unstuffing, which we will do after this, we will be able to see what we actually have left over that I can roll over into some savings challenges. So grocery we pulled out 15, but we spent 70, or we were supposed to have 75. So I believe that means we spent $60 at the grocery store at some point. Which I'm sure that's one of these. Yep, here we go. One of these receipts. Yes, we spent $59.25 on, what day did we go? On the 8th. So that is what that was on the 8th. Okay, so that left us $15 there. My husband got all of his money electronically. The kiddos, I did not pull any money out. Miscellaneous, there's nothing on that tracker. So that $4 must have actually came out of my envelope. So I was supposed to have 24, but I pulled out 19. So I must have spent $5. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yep. So all of this goes into my envelope. And that $5, I believe, was a Dollar Tree transaction. Yes. I had to go yesterday, I think. What's and I got some Etsy orders over the weekend and I needed to ship those out, but I sorry, I can't talk and write sometimes. But yeah, so over the weekend I got my first set of physical shipping orders, physical product orders through my Etsy. And so I was working on those all weekend and as soon as I got my orders, I ordered some packing and shipping supplies through I think I just did through Amazon. Don't come at me. But I was holding off buying shipping supplies um, until I started getting physical orders because I didn't want to invest in that if I wasn't going to sell things. And knowing that Amazon typically does a quick turnaround, I felt I would be okay to just do it like I did. And I feel like it worked out fine. But the size envelope that I needed to send out one of my orders was delayed. And even this morning when I checked, it says it still hasn't been shipped and that it's delayed. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. Um, so I wasn't going to have the size envelope that I needed, and I had already printed out my shipping labels and everything. So I didn't want Etsy to think that I was like delaying the order or anything. Especially since these are like my first physical orders that I've done, I didn't want there to be an extra delay, and I had planned to ship them out today. Um, so I had long story short, I ran up to Dollar Tree and grabbed a bubble mailer and that way I could send them out today still. And then, of course, first thing and I panic bought different envelopes that were going to be delivered today. But I wasn't sure if they were going to get here at a decent time today or if it was going to be one of those Amazon deliveries that end up being at like, I don't know, 5, 6 o'clock at night. So, but then this morning I woke up and there was a package on my doorstep. So they must have did a very early morning delivery for my backups. But anyway, if you are I had 4 orders come in over the weekend, my first 4 physical items, and it was amazing. They were coming in, they all came in on Saturday, and it was just like a high. Like I was so ecstatic. I was so happy to be able to see that, something was starting, hopefully. And I'm hoping to continue, to get some orders, not every day or anything like that, but I would love it if I could have a couple orders every week. That would be fantastic. Um, but anyway, let's get back to what we're doing. So all that money got put back. Now what we need to do is look at my online spending tracker, which, like I said, this is where I know it's going to get a little tricky because some of this money that we spent, um, sorry for all that noise if you could hear that. I forgot to grab my highlighter. All of this, not words are hard, sorry. Um, some of this that we spent needs to I don't have the money in there yet, I don't think. So we're going to have to, we'll have to wait until we stuff some of the savings challenges that we finished. But let's see what we can unstuff. So eating out, we have 2 different ones. We have an 18 and a 13, which is 31. And we don't have, oh yeah, I do have 31. Oh, so yeah, we should have, wait a minute. Yeah, so we'll leave $20 in here and we will pull 31. Okay. And that was all spending that we did eating out was all on Saturday. My husband really wanted to get breakfast that morning, so he went out and got breakfast, and then I took our son to the water park while my husband stayed home with my daughter, and I ended up spending $13 at the water park on some drinks. So we did those, and then I think the next one, grocery. $38, but we only had 15 in here. So do I want to pull this, or do we want to just throw that 38 into next payday? We do get paid this week, so the 38 minus 15 is 23. We would be $23 short. I'm going to hold off on that one because I had the money to cover what I needed to go get for today, but then inevitably we bought some extra stuff because we were at Aldi, and I didn't know the next time we were going to come back at Aldi. So it was just a few things, but some extra snacks that we get from Aldi that I wasn't planning on getting today. And then I also today went to Kohl's because I had an Amazon return that I had to do, and inevitably, you know, they give you that little coupon and it gets me every time, but I went to the kids section to see what they had, and both my kids need their like are probably going to need size ups for the winter. They're 3 and 16 months old, so they're in that like they're growing very quick stage, and they oh, I don't have change. Let's see, how can I do this? Hmm. All right, this is hurting my brain, so I'm gonna mark that, but we're not gonna pull the money yet because I need to see if we have change. Um, but yeah, so I grabbed my kids, both of them. I grabbed they had some clearance items like some shorts. So I grabbed my son the next size and some shorts because he's already like borderline, and he'll probably still be wearing shorts where I live at least through September, maybe even October, probably. Um, so let's see. The other one is going to be my envelope. I'm pretty sure I spent all of this. So 19. So I'm actually going to take all of this money. I'm going to set it to the side real quick. I'm going to put that in my hobby envelope and see if I have enough to cover everything from there. So then that envelope is now empty. And let's see. Let's go to my hobby envelope very quickly. Do I want hot? No, let's put it in. What do I have in my business envelope? I don't have anything in my business envelope. Okay, where is my hobby envelope? I have 25, so let's go ahead and add this in and see what we have. So I'm adding 19, which gives us 25, 35, 41, 2, 3, 4. That gives us $44. Okay, and then I need, let's see, 20 and 40. So I need $60, which I don't think I have that. Let's see, we can pull this random $3. Okay, so let's at least get rid of the $40, oops, the $40 one, which 25, 35, 40, which leaves us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want these ones. So we'll do that and we'll leave a 5. Okay, so we'll leave this in my hobby envelope, and then hopefully we can get some money and stuff into my business envelope. I had to go to Michael's and I grabbed some stuff to help me with my orders that I was struggling with a little bit. So yes, it's my hobby, but it's also my business, so it's kind of that like gray area. All right, the last one is going to be our health envelope, which we need to pull out 25, which we do have, and that was just for some medication that we got. Like $8, I think. I don't know why I didn't write that. So let's see, we need 25, so 30. All right, so now that leaves us $8. in our health and baby envelope. All right, so that is what we did for those. And then let's see. So what of these? Now I can't remember. Let's see. This was my credit card. This was my credit card. Okay, those four, I believe, were my credit cards. So I need 40 and the 30. So I need 77. 20, 40, 60, 70, 5, 6, 7. Except we never, hold on. No, pause. We never went back to my kids' envelope and grabbed that money out. I was about to say, this seemed like a lot. So let's go back now that we have change and grab that out. Okay, so I needed 37. So let's break a 20. Break a 20. 10, 5, 5. And that's 30, 5, 6, 7. 20, 35, 6, 7. All right, so that's $37 to cover my kids. And that leaves them with, I already did that, 57. Yes, okay. It's not bad. That's definitely more than I wanted to spend so quickly. Of that money that I got, I took a bunch of their stuff to Once Upon a Child, and that was the money. I got like 90 something dollars back, but it's okay because they need it. All right, so now I need the 40 and the 37, which is 77. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 70, 5, 6, 7. That is money that needs to go to my American Express card, which is the card that I typically use for my spending. So now let's find where that envelope is. Sorry, I'm kind of like putting this down, but some of these trackers are wrong and just not what they're supposed to be. All right, so we're going to put that in this envelope. Oops. Okay, so there's that. Now we need to look at these. I know I had some money in here. Let's see. For bills. Here we go. So I was supposed to put this money in my checking account, but I didn't. I did a transfer, and I was supposed to put this money back in my checking account, back in my back in my checking account, and I did not yet. So I need to pull this out. This is 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200. So this was money that I transferred from our buffer into our checking account to cover some bills that I had pulled money from one of my last unstuffings. And then we got money. That's money I just put in there. Okay. That was that. Now what I want to do is I want to do and see what we have left in here. Sorry for that cut. I got so tongue-tied and I don't even know what the sounds were that came out of my mouth. But now that we've taken care of the credit card transaction, now we are going to, this is all money right here that was going to go back to my buffer. So now we are going to use that to help condense any of my envelopes and also pull out money that needs to either be rolled over or can be used for savings challenges, or like this money. Wow. This is the money for childcare that I need, and I need to put this. I have this little tiny, whew, that was a horrible sound. I have this little childcare pocket envelope from a long time ago that I cut down and made so it would fit perfectly back here so that I could make sure I had that in my wallet when I go to take my son. But I'm not going to write that down because that does not count as unstuffing because all I'm doing is putting it in my wallet to spend. And I will mark it on the tracker though because he is going on the 13th. Okay, so then eating out has 20. So let's just kind of box that off a little bit. So now eating out before we get too far into this, let's add all of this up actually. 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 240, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, so 356, I'm going to write that up here. What's supposed to go back to the buffer. All right, so then here's 20 that we're going to pull out from eating out. That's already written right here. Gas buffer, we did not need. And so this is now going to be rolled over. Or not rolled over, sorry. It's going, we are probably going to put that into some savings challenges. Grocery, I'm going to go ahead and pull this just because like I think that other transaction is just going to roll over into next payday. My husband has none. My kiddos, this is not going to roll over, or this is not going to get pulled because this is going to get reallocated into their bigger section of binder. My envelope is empty. Pet care is always empty right now. Let's see, any of this that I want to pull. Costco, health and baby, household, medical, memberships, registration, and taxes. No. Okay, so we can now put 55. Is that what that is? We can put 55 back into savings challenges, which is awesome. So now let's just see where, if anywhere, we can do some cash condensing. And actually, what I think I want to do, there's not much in these binders, so I'm going to switch out these binders for my savings challenge binders, and then we will condense those so we can get some, so I can see how much like low denominations we have going on. So let's start with my big binder. This is my A5. This has scratch off challenges in it, and let's see if there's anything in here that we can condense. We can pull a 20 for that. This is the binder that you will typically see during my Sunday savings videos, and I'm still needing to make some new dashboards that I keep forgetting to do. And just by this quick little flip through, we need a new challenge in here. So why don't I go ahead and pick out a new challenge for in here. So let's add in this cute little all oopsies, no daisies from Wild Everest on Etsy. And that way this binder will now be ready, or that envelope, I should say, will be ready for our next play in this binder. I can't do anything in here. Looks like we've only played one round in this binder this month so far. So everything is probably pretty condensed, except for that first challenge. Maybe Christmas, I'm not sure. Nope, Christmas is fine. If I'm going through this kind of fast, like I said, I'm just trying to use my time wisely right now. We do have 2 5s in here. Put a 10. I'm trying to use my time a little bit wisely right now. Like I said, my kids are sleeping, and oh, I forgot I wanted to put another challenge in there. But until I make dashboards, don't feel like I need to actually do that. But you know, inevitably my kids, oh gosh, trying to readjust here, are going to wake up. Anyway, and now if I keep these in here, I feel like I want to put one of my dashboards in here, but I don't have any near me. So let's get with this one. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go. Let's see. It's only $4 in that one. I'm hoping to put the majority of this $55 in this binder because as you can see, it only has $2. I feel like we finished a lot of challenge in this binder recently and then haven't got to play in it since. This one already has a 20, but then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 more. This challenge must be almost done if it has $31 already. No, it's my big one. My big save 60. This one has 30 already. That one must be, yeah, that one's almost done. And then we need to put a new challenge in my challenge number 6 spot as well. Sorry for the bump there. short pause for you all, but long pause for me. I wanted to put one of my own challenges in here. So I'm trying to work in some of the challenges I've been making, and I could not find the ones that I printed out for myself. So had to go look for those, but I'm going to put in this little football challenge. It's like a fall football theme. And we are going to, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll figure out how much this will save us eventually, but we'll just go ahead and slide that in there because that is not what we're doing this video. All right, now let's do our minis. That poor challenge, I need to put money in that one too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had to move that August challenge to the front of this binder because I keep forgetting to put money in it because I don't use that challenge in like the game. I usually just budget for my monthly challenge in here, and I keep forgetting to put money in it. 5, 10, 15, 20. And that's not to say that I haven't 5, 6, 7, 8. I haven't forgotten to budget for it. I've budgeted for it, but I've been adding that money to my minis. So we've been having extra money in my minis instead of me remembering that, $10, $15 of that money is supposed to go to that one challenge. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I end up not realizing it until the end as well, which is very frustrating. Woo, this has a lot of ones. 5, 10. Let's just go ahead and do this. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I'm about to lose some ones. My ones are getting too big. 1, 2, 22. This challenge should be finishing up soon then. Yep, it's a safe 30. So it looks like we have quite a few of my minis. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That will probably be finishing up soon. So I definitely, oops, about to lose some ones. I definitely think we need to put the bulk of that $55 that we have for rollover in my debt binder. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Perfect. And then all of these probably don't need condensing because I don't do those every week either. All right, and then one more binder. We can do a quick flip through. This is my savings challenge binder. This one right here, I know needs to be condensed, but I don't want to count this. So let's just look at the little stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What, 10? All right, and then let's see. We have 4 5s, which is a 20. Then we have this, which is 50. Sorry, I'm trying really. I don't want to count this. And then this is a 20. This is my Friday challenge, and I don't like to pull this money until the end of a 2-month period, which we will be pulling at the end of August. But I don't want to count it because I don't want to be tempted to spend it. All right, and then these, like I think I've only played one time, if at all. Some of these didn't even get any money when we played, so I don't think those have any that needs to get condensed. The head is good. This is 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, okay. 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Those are some crisp bills right there. Those felt amazing. And okay. Do these need, let's see. That's a prop bill. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give him one of those crisp. And my daughter probably doesn't have like anything. What does she have? Prop bill. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she did have some. Awesome. Okay. Whoops. All right, so that is all the condensing we are going to do. So those binders are ready for savings challenges. And now let's see if we can, we're going to do some counting and see if we can do the $55 in small bills.
Let's go. Yo, I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it, fuse like a magnet. Lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. Rising the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back, better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast, and that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Another short pause for you, but long pause for me. I'm not sure if you could tell, but when doing my counts, I'm somehow $45 off between what I just counted and what I counted in before we did anything. So just popping in to say, I found the money issue before you guys start yelling at me in the comments. When I counted everything the first time, I was counting the 20s at like off of the 50s, but I put in that I had $240 worth of 20s and I only had $140 worth of 20s. So this 356 is actually only supposed to be 256. So we add all of this up, which is 311 minus the 256 is our 55. So there you have it. We found all of our money, but I have 81 ones, y'all. 81. That's so many. So we are going to take $55 and put towards some savings challenges. Off the math that we did up here, the 356 plus 55, I should actually have $411, but I do not. So I will figure it out, but we are going to put $55 towards our savings challenges. I don't think we're going to go through and stuff our finished challenges yet, since this video is already getting a little bit long, I'm sure, and I wanted this video to be on the shorter side. So that is going to be it for today. Thank you for hanging out with me while I did some unstuffing and condensing. And coming up is going to be, we will do our rollover money savings challenges. We'll also be doing our paycheck budget and cash stuffing because we do get paid this week, and we will go from there. So again, thank you for hanging out. If you enjoyed this video or want to stick around on this journey of mine, please like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Living life, every day, late at night, not okay. All I want, and I pray, all I need are some better days.